The temperatures might be dropping outside, but inside the Darien YMCA, we have a premier boys swimming and diving matchup between the Darien Blue Wave and the New Canaan Rams. Today on the DAF Media Network, these teams will go to battle in this late season boys swimming contest. Braden Shank with you, and just Braden Shank with you. So glad you can be with us here for this arch rivalry to hit to the pool. We're just about set for our first race of the afternoon, the 200 medley relay. And both teams will be giving it their all here, trying to pick up some early points. Again, coming down the stretch of the season. Only about a month until championship season. Both of these teams looking to get some late heroics. New Canaan going to be defending a state title come March. Taking a quick look at this first race, New Canaan, they will be in the odd-numbered lanes, 1, 3, and 5. So on the near side of your screen is lane 1 and 6 on the far side. For New Canaan, lane 1, Monahan, Parshi, Juan, and Mueller. Lane 3, Juan, Bogny, Huang, and Madan. Lane 5, Jules, Trigg, Codd, and Caruso. And for Darien, lane 2, Rathgeber, Moles, Rocks, Davidson. And in lane 4 will be Ryder Hagen, Charlie Sedlock, Thomas Cottrell, and Matthias Zalewski. Lane 6, Kirby, Sullivan, Ritchie, and Bender. Underway here in this first 200 medley relay. 200 yards, that is. And already a lead for Darien out in lane 4. Going to hand it off now to Charlie Sedlock. Again, that lane 4 controlling the lead, but lane 2 hot on Sedlock's tail. That again is Darien. Will Moles, nicknamed Gator on this Darien team. Handing it off to the third member of this relay. Again, lane 4 holding the lead. That is Thomas Gortrell, the freshman. One of many freshmen on Liz Blau's squad. And again, these early relays make all the difference in these matches. And New Canaan coming right up in lane 5. That's Nate Codd. And it's going to be interesting going to the anchors. Alessandro Caruso, the junior, in lane 4. And then in lane 5 for Darien, or lane 5 for New Canaan, lane 4 for Darien, Matthias Zalewski. They're going to go in this one. It's lane 3 and 4, my apologies. Madan and Zalewski, Ben Madan, I don't think anybody's going to catch him. And New Canaan will take the first relay. Ben Madan pulling up the anchor. New Canaan, or Darien in second with Zalewski. Third place goes to lane 2 in Darien. So Christian Davidson pulls it out for the Wave. And again, in these relay races, only the top 3 swimmers score. New Canaan picks up the 8 points. Darien picks up the other 6, however. And somebody's, looks like there's an error. Luckily, we have a second set of scorekeepers here, or timekeepers. Nonetheless, though, this will take us to our second race of the afternoon, which will be the 200-yard freestyle. And the swimmers in this one, lane 1 for New Canaan, Ethan Bonheur. Lane 2 for Darien, Charlie Sedlock, fresh off of that 200 medley relay. Lane 3 for New Canaan, Jason Patushon. Lane 4 for Darien, Ryder Hagen, the captain, junior captain. Lane 5 for New Canaan, Will Baines. And lane 6, rounding it out for the Darien Blue Wave, will be Gallardi. Roman Gagliardi, the freshman in lane 6. One of the more talented swimmers out here on this Darien team. And again, they're going to fix out the timekeeping issue in that opening race. Lane 3 for New Canaan. Their time did not read when they finished, although I do believe they were the winners in that one with Ben Madan. Nonetheless, here we go in the 200-yard freestyle. And we're underway. Again, look out for Zalewski up the middle. Actually, that's Ryder Hagen. My apologies, in lane 4 for Darien. Quickly, a 3-man race up front, but everybody is in this as we're coming now down the second stretch of this. Canaan controlling the lead in lane number 3, but right behind him in lane number 2 is Charlie Sedlock. And actually, Sedlock with the good turn will take the lead. Charlie, the sophomore on this Darien team, just barely edging out lane 3, Jason Patushin. Charlie, his older sister, Maggie Sedlock, a member of the Darien girls swimming and diving team a couple of years ago. And Charlie now coming back down. Again, Patushan and lane 4, Ryder Hagen. Second, third place, respectively. Just hit the 1-minute mark in this 200-yard freestyle. And New Canaan grabs the lead. Lane number 3, Jason Patushin. And the next turn here. Again, it's the middle lanes, 3 and 4. Neck to neck is Patushin and Hagen. Good turn there by Patushin. He does just barely control the lead. Ryder Hagen trying to get something. And it's going to be close coming down the stretch, but Patushin will take it. Ryder Hagen in second by a matter of 0.04 of a second. New Canaan's Jason Patushan takes it in lane number 3 for the Rams. Second place was lane 4, Ryder Hagen. Third place, lane 5 for the Rams, Will Baines. Fourth place out to lane 2, Charlie Sedlock. And fifth place goes to lane 6, Gallardi. This now brings us to the 200-yard individual medley race. Again, New Canaan, they got the 6 points on that last race with Jason Patushan. Second place to Darien with Ryder Hagen by a matter of 0.04 of a second. Patushan with the 1-minute 54.83. Hagen with the 154.87 on that past race. Now the swimmers in this individual medley. Lane 1 for New Canaan, Liam Ireland. Lane 2 for the Wave, Will Moles. Lane 3, Deacon Mascarenas. Lane 4, Thomas Gortrell. Lane 5, Finn Greiner. And lane 6, rounding it out for Darien, will be Fabio Rothgeber. Swimmers take their marks. There's the horn in this 200 IM. First stroke in this medley race. Neck to neck, but lane 3 controlling the lead with Mascarenas. Two Darien swimmers right behind him in lanes 2 and 4 respectively. Again, Darien in the even number lanes, New Canaan in the odd number lanes. Both teams wearing black swim caps. Now to the backstroke. Mascarenas controlling the lead. Right behind him, though, is Moles and Gortrell. Another good turn there. Mascarenas widening his lead. It's going to be a dogfight, though, for the other positions. All 5 swimmers in the running for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, respectively. Mascarenas still with the lead. Second place appears to be with Charlie Sedlock, but also look out for lane 4, Thomas Gortrell. Sedlock with the turn. Same with Gortrell. Lane 5 will make the turn. Greiner. And here we go, Mascarenas will take the turn. Again, these individual races do mean a lot. Mascarenas again widening the lead, nobody in sight. Second place, Sedlock. Mascarenas with the turn, so is Sedlock. There's Gortrell right behind him, lane 5 is Greiner. Now Mascarenas coming down the final stretch. New Canaan will win it. Mascarenas, second place. Goes to Darienne's Charlie Sedlock. Third place in a nail-biter will go again to Darienne's lane 4, rider, or Thomas Gortrell. So New Canaan picks up the 6 more points with Devin Mascarenas. Second place to lane 2 for Darien. Will Moles picking up the 4 points. 3 points for third place to lane 4. Ryder Hagen for Darien. And fourth place to lane 5. Finn Greiner of New Canaan. And then the 1 point for coming in fifth place does go to lane 6. So far, New Canaan, they've won all 3 races we've seen on the docket. They won the 200 medley relay, the 200 freed, and the 200 individual medley. Now shifting us to the 500 or the 50-yard freestyle. Again, this is the quick one, so you don't want to blink because it will be gone in a matter of seconds. The racers in this one: Alessandro Caruso, Ben Madan, Nate Kahn for New Canaan, and for Darien, Christian Davidson, Matthias Zalewski, and Rogers rounding it out. New Canaan has the lead in lane 3 with Ben Madan. But again, it's a dogfight. It's going to come down to anybody here. It's going to be close, above 20 seconds. And it goes to lane 5. Nate Codd for New Canaan. Codd out of nowhere picks up the win. Second place goes to lane 3, also for New Canaan. Ben Madan, and lane 1 takes third place, which is New Canaan again. Alessandro Caruso. So the Rams get the clean sweep, 1, 2, 3. A big momentum shifter for New Canaan. Fourth place is Darienne's top finisher in lane 4, Thomas Gortrell, and fifth place awarded to lane 2, also for the Wave and Christian Davidson. This will now take us to another heat of the 50-yard freestyle. Again, this is a friendly, I believe what you call it. Could be wrong on that. This is where normally our analyst Nancy Grun would chime in and correct me on these things. But nonetheless, this will not count for the team score if I'm remembering correctly. It will count for individual results, though, for these swimmers. Ryan Monahan, Drew Logsden, Andrew Wan, and for Darien, Hoffman, Bender, and Sullivan. The 6 swimmers in this 50-yard freestyle second heat. Buchanan controlling the lead in lane number 3. That's Ryan Monahan. Monahan, he's going to cruise into victory on this one. Second place does go to lane number 5 for the Rams, Drew Logsden. Third place to lane number 6, Darienne's Sullivan. So again, the 50-yard freestyle does go in favor of the Rams. They took first, second, and third of that first heat. Ben Madan, what a fun swimmer he is to watch for this Rams team. The anchor on the 200 medley relay won it for the Rams. And once again, taking home the points for the Rams. Next up is the 100-yard butterfly event. Lane 1 for New Canaan, Alex Wan. And actually, my apologies. We will have to wait on the 100-yard butterfly. This is the section that would be for diving, but unfortunately, the Darien YMCA does not have a diving board, so we are going to take a short break on the DAF Media Network. When we come back, the results from the diving portion and the second half of this meet between the Darien Blue Wave and the New Canaan Rams.
The Darien Foundation was founded in 1998 by Richard and Maureen Chilton And the thesis behind that founding was to bring technology to the Darien public school systems. And that launched us, and that got us going. And through technology and capital project initiatives, we've now funded over $5.5 million over the last 24 years to build a better Darien.
Our board really likes to get involved and assist the partners that we collaborate with, whether it's a grant for a youth project or a grant from a community service, schools, the police. Often they come to us with ideas that we help them bring to fruition.
The Darien Foundation recently awarded the Darien Police Department 2 grants. One was for laser shot and the other for Faro technology. Laser shot technology is based on decision making. It may come down to using their firearm, but in reality, we would like them to talk the situation down where you use less lethal force, and this program allows us to do that.
Police, drop the gun!
Faro technology gives us a 360-degree view, catching all the points we need to catch in our accident scene. It also takes a lot less time. This allows us to open up roads, get traffic flowing a lot quicker than we ever used to be able to. We can also map the inside of buildings. We can use it at outdoor crime scenes, indoor crime scenes. It's really used for a plethora of investigations. It's a tool that most other departments may not have their hands on just yet, and thanks to the Darien Foundation, we have that technology.
At Home in Darien is a nonprofit organization that helps senior citizens to remain living independently in their home and in the community. We provide important services to help them do so, such as transportation. Thanks to the Darien Foundation, we have this amazing new van, and we are so excited about it and what it'll do for the community.
From all standpoints, this is going to be a real improvement in the services we provide, both in terms of safety and comfort. The Darien Foundation is important to the community in the scope that they reach out to answer needs.
Post 53 is the town's ambulance service. We respond to over 1,600 emergency calls a year. We're a vital service that has been here for 51 years. The technology upgrades provided by the Darien Foundation has been a game changer for us. It's allowed us to improve our training. It has helped us hone our skills. You don't know how important an ambulance is until you actually need it. Thanks to our partnership with the Darien Foundation, who's provided all this technology and several grants throughout the years, we're able to continue to be prepared, to be well-trained and well-staffed, to respond 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, whenever you need it.
The Darien Foundation is really excited to be able to launch a new program for the Darien schools, which will benefit students K through 12 in all 7 schools. This is the new robotics program, which will be an extracurricular opportunity for students to build robots, compete against other leagues, and collaborate together.
Our robotics program is going to benefit students in so many ways. In regular classes, students are always looking for the right answer, that there's only one way to answer something. Robotics is completely different. In robotics, you learn that there are multiple solutions to every problem. You learn that you have these obstacles that you have to overcome. You have to really be a creative problem solver. And most importantly, you need to persevere.
Early on in the process, the Darien Foundation reached out to administration and the offer to provide funding for a project, and it just dovetailed beautifully to the goals of the strategic plan. I look forward to continue to work closely with the Darien Foundation, both on this project and other projects down the line.
We welcome ideas for possible grants. We'd like to do grants that promote and strengthen our community. Sometimes it's from an organization, sometimes it's from our emergency service partners, or it's from the Darien Public Schools. One of our most popular grants, which was the Playground by the Sound, came to us from 4 Darien moms who said, let's get together and figure out how to build this.
Thanks to the generosity of our board members and officers, every dollar you give to the Darien Foundation goes directly to the grants that we're supporting. I invite all of you to help us move our community further and support the Darien Foundation.
Celebrating and supporting Darien athletes. That is a simple mission of the Darien Athletic Foundation. Broadcasting live from the field, DAF Media covers 125 games a year. All Darien teams, our youth, in our town, on our fields. Fields like the center oval and upper oval turfs, the JV softball field, and Stadium East, the longest turf in New England, all made possible by the Darien Athletic Foundation and its generous founders and donors. The Darien Athletic Foundation is not just committed to building our town's athletic infrastructure, it's improving the civic infrastructure for everyone to enjoy. The multimedia scoreboard, the snack bar pavilion, and the stadium lights, a $750,000 investment that makes Darien High School just the second school in Connecticut with LED lights. The Darien Athletic Foundation board is made up of local parents who know just how quickly it goes by. Its archives of more than 60,000 photos capture those precious moments of our young athletes as they strive to be their very best. The Darien Athletic Foundation has raised almost $9.5 million for our town and its kids, and it's not stopping there, as it continues to build a legacy for our youth as bright as their future, both on and off the field.
DAF Media is actively DAF Media.
We're back on the DAF Media Network. The scores after the diving portion of this meet: New Canaan leads Darien 43-32. That again does include the diving, in which Darien won 10-3. First place to Jake Simon, Griffin Wilson second place, and then Chase somebody for New Canaan came in third place. But now this takes us to the 100-yard butterfly event. Again, the swimmers in this 100-yard butterfly for New Canaan: Alessandro Caruso, Pepe Jez, Deacon Mascarenas. For Darien, Richie Rogers, Finn Hagen, the freshman. Again, I apologize for any names I might not be saying correct. Trying my best. And again, I apologize to Chase. I was not given a last name on the third place diver for New Canaan. Nonetheless, so in this 100-yard butterfly event, New Canaan controls the lead out in lane number 3 with, oh, it's actually Eric Huang. I read the wrong names, my apologies. Eric Huang, Oliver Carr, and Alex Wan, the swimmers for New Canaan. First place does go to New Canaan's Eric Huang, my apologies. Second place to lane number 5, Oliver Kerr. Third place to lane number 1, New Canaan's Alex Wan. So once again, the Rams go 1, 2, and 3. That's a good 13-point swing for New Canaan. Darien, their top swimmer in lane number 4, coming in 4th place in Rogers. And that's, I believe, Tiernan Rogers. Then lane number 5, or lane 2, coming in 5th place for Darien is Ritchie. That's David Ritchie. So Darien does pick up the 3 points. But again, the good swing for New Canaan, if you will, picking up 13 points. And that now broadens New Canaan's lead. They lead 56-35 now. Again, after the 100-yard butterfly. This will then take us to event number 6 on the agenda for the afternoon, which is the 100-yard freestyle. And these were the names I read for New Canaan before. Lane number 1, Alessandro Caruso. Lane number 3, Deacon Mascarenas. Lane 5, Pepe Gilles. And then for Darien, lane number 2 will be Christian Davidson. Lane 4, Matthias Zalewski. And lane number 6 will be Scott Kirby, the freshman. Kirby, his sister Caitlin, a swimmer on the Darien girls team. And Scott is just the latest addition, another freshman on Liz Blau's squad. New Canaan controlling the lead again in lane number 3. That's Deacon Mascarenas. Right behind him in Lane number 4 is his, or lane number 5 is his teammate, Pepe Jazel. And once again, New Canaan will cruise to yet another victory. Lane number 3, Deacon Mascarenas. Lane number 5, coming in second place, Pepe Jizzle. That is, again, 10 points for New Canaan on that race. Coming in third place is Darien's lane number 4, Matthias Zalewski. He'll pick up the 3 points for the Wave. Lane number 2 comes in 5th place with Christian Davidson, picking up the 2 points. And picking up the 1 point in 5th place is lane number 2. Good race there. Now to our second running of the 100-yard freestyle. Again, the exhibition heat for New Canaan. Chase Mueller, Sid Parashai, lane 5, and lane 3, Everett Trigue. And for Darien, Hoffman, Kuman, and Lucas. Again, an exhibition heat does not count for the final score, but it does count for these individual swimmers who are looking to pick up times for championship season come March. And they're coming back the other way. Buchanan controlling the lead in the money lane. You can call it lane number 3 with Everett Trigue. And based on the scores, New Canaan has won every single race up until this point. So the Wave have not been able to get the best of the Rams. There's a meeting they met last year at the New Canaan Y, won by the Wave. As here they come down the home stretch. Lane number 3, Everett Trigue for the Rams. He controls a pretty solid lead. Second place for the Wave is Kuman, but he's going to be capped by lane number 5, Parashai. Actually, no, by a matter of 0.4 seconds, Darien does pull out second in that heat. Kuhlman, nonetheless, a good race by those swimmers, bringing our match total to 68-39 in favor of the Rams. And now the long one, if you will, the marathon, 500 yards, a freestyle event between the 6 swimmers with the best stamina on their respective sides. The points are the same, but it is one long race for sure. Swimmers in this one, lane 1, Ethan Bonheur for the New Canaan Rams. Lane number 2 for Darien, Charlie Sedlock. Lane 3, Jason Petushan for the Rams. Lane 4, Thomas Gortrell. Lane 5 will be Ben Madan. Watch out for him. And lane number 6 will be Gagliardi for Darien, the freshman swimming this big event. Again, 500 yards. So much they need to bring a counter on the other side of the pool. So it's going to be a long one. This will run about 4 or 5 minutes or so. So don't go anywhere. It's going to be interesting. As I mentioned, these teams met last year at the New Canaan YMCA. The Rams got the best of the Wave, 102-82 in last year's edition. DAF Media did go and film that, the first and only time we've actually broadcasted the diving portion of a meet to our YouTube channel. And we want to thank you for watching the DAF Media Network, a joint venture of the Darien Athletic Foundation and the Darien Foundation. Braden Schenk with you. So glad you can be with us on the DAF Media Network. Also filling in as our analyst tonight without the likes of Nancy Gruen. She's told she is down in beautiful Hawaii, where it's not 23 degrees and really windy. In his 500-yard freestyle. Again, it's really early to tell here, but New Canaan in lane 3 does have the early lead. First turn on the far side. Three horse race, it looks like. between lanes 3, 5, and 6. But again, lane 4 for Darien is right in this. Thomas Gortrell, the freshman, which that's the interesting thing to look at. Darien, there are 3 swimmers in this event. Sedlock, the sophomore, Gortrell, the freshman, and Gagliardi, the freshman. So 3 underclassmen swimming this for Liz Blau's wave. They had the likes of Ryan Roberts a year ago, who was a specialty in these 500-yard freestyle races. He's now off swimming in college, and Darien's had to replace him. Again, on the next turn here. Lap number 5. A little over a minute into this heat of the 500 freestyle. Lanes 3 and 5 for the Rams, currently controlling the lead. Darien trying to rally up their swimmers. Lane 6 on the far side. Gagliari is sneakily keeping his way into this match, or into this race, that is. But again, it's New Canaan in lane number 5 controlling the lead. Ben Madan. And here they come. They're still swimming hard out there. Once again, the Rams still controlling in lane number 5. Madan cannot be caught. Lane number 3 in second place. Petushin. As again, they are going to keep on going now. Lap number 11 in this one. It takes quite an athlete to do this 500-yard freestyle race. Again, it's all about the endurance to go for 4 minutes straight and giving it everything you have. The wave pushing on their swimmer, Gagliardi. He's the leading wave swimmer. Madan with the turn. So is Petushin. They control first and second, respectively. Gagliardi trying to hold on to third, looking to grab the 3 points for Darien, which they can desperately use. New Canaan has so far won every single race we have seen, which means Darien does need to get some points, and they need them fast. Madan, Petushin still first, second. And again, it's going to be a battle for third place between lanes number 4 and 6 for Darien, Zalewski and Gortrell and Gagliardi. They're both Darien, which is luckily for them. They're going to need to try to pick up some points in the third, fourth place. Because the way that these work, the big money points come from the first, second place, but third, fourth, and fifth do pick up points. 6, 4, 3, 2, 1 down the list. And as Nancy Gruen always alludes to, the relays are really where the points come from. The double points, if you will, 8, 4, and 2 to lanes 1, 2, and 3. Replacement 1, 2, and 3, that is. Madan controlling first pretty handily. Petushin in second, but Gagliardi is hanging in this race over in lane 6 on the far side. And there's the horn signaling the final lap for Ben Madan and Petushin as they get the turn. Madan, he's still going strong. There's Petushin right behind him in second. And here comes Ben Madan and Jason Petushin. And the win is going to go to Ben Madan, Petushin in second. So New Canaan picks up the 10 points. Third place, Gagliardi will come in. Fourth place to lane number 4 for Darien and Thomas Gortrell. So Darien does pick up some points. Again, 10 go to the Rams, and then the next 5 to Darien. The 1 point for fifth place will also go to lane number 2 in favor of Darien. And then New Canaan does round out the race, bringing our score to 78-45, still in favor of the Rams. So the long marathon does come to an end. Again, that was Ben Madan with, I believe, his 3rd win on the afternoon. Quite impressive from the New Canaan. No, it doesn't give me the grade on the roster, but the New Canaan swimmer. I am starting to wonder, though, the roster that I found here, potentially not having all the swimmers. Got to give a huge shout out to Kat Munson and her coaching staff, giving me the line assignments in this one. But Ben Madan, the winner for the Rams, and now off to the 200 freestyle relay race. Again, this now has more implication on it for the point standpoint. First place will pick up 8 points. Second place, 4 points. Third place, 2 points. So Darien trailing by a lot. They come in first and second. That's 12 points for them right there, and potentially pick up the next, and that is a 14-point swing for the Darien Blue Wave. Swimmers will take their mark in this 200 freestyle relay. The lane assignments: lane 1 for New Canaan, Parashai, Trigue, Juan, and Logsdon. Lane 2 for Darien, Bender, Simon, Wilson, and Finn Hagen. Lane 3, Juan, Ireland, Jizzle, Mascarenas. Lane number 4 for Darien, Davidson, Rogers, Moles, Ritchie. Lane 5 for New Canaan, Cod, Juan, Caruso, Petushin. And lane 6, Lucas, Kumar, Colmasets, and Sullivan for the Wave. Now off to the second member of the relay. New Canaan first in lane number 3. There goes Liam Ireland. Catching up to him is lane number 5 with Alex Juan. Lanes 3 and 5 for New Canaan, still controlling that lead. Third swimmer in. There goes Jizzle. There goes Caruso. New Canaan now, or Darien now, into the pool with lane number 4. Will Moles. Now off to the anchor of the race. Lane number 3, first to it. There goes Deacon Mascarenas. Right behind him, lane number 5, Jason Petushin. He's fresh off of the second place finish in that 500 freestyle race. Him and Ben Madan make quite the 1-2 punch for this Rams team. And it's going to be interesting come championship season what those two can do. Lane number 3, there's Mascarenas. And he will take the easy first place. Second place going to New Canaan. Again, the time doesn't quite read. But New Canaan takes first place. And another time doesn't. There's the time. Second place to lane number 4, I believe. I'm not really sure what the scoreboard reads. I don't think it's right, however. Nonetheless, New Canaan does win yet another race. They're going to work out the technology issues here at the Darien YMCA. But a big 8 points picked up for the Rams. And they're going to extend their lead a little bit more. Swimmers hop back into the pool for our next event, the 100-yard backstroke. For the swimmers in this one, for New Canaan, Josh Gafrim. Lane number 3, Oliver Carr. Lane 5, Will Baines. And for Darien, it will be Ryder Hagen, lane 4, lane 6, Kirby and Rathgeber in lane number 2. That was not in order, my apologies. But those are the 6 swimmers for their respective sides in the 100 backstroke. Neck to neck down this stretch. The Wave controlling just the ever so slightly lead in lane number 4 with Ryder Hagen, the junior captain. Hagen will touch off on the near end. Lane number 2 for Darien, sneakily grabbing some ground on him is Rathgeber. Fabio Rathgeber, the freshman. And Darien comes in first, second place, also to the Wave. They can't get the clean sweep on it as lane number 3, Oliver Carr, comes in third. But again, first place to Ryder Hagen, second to Rathgeber, third to Carr, fourth to lane number 5, Will Baines, and coming in 5th is lane number 6, Josh Gafrin. Good race for the Wave. They'll pick up some points, which they can use. And a 100-yard backstroke event. And now to the penultimate event on the afternoon, the 100-yard breaststroke. Again, the second to last event in this afternoon's contest. The swimmers in this 100 breaststroke for New Canaan, lane number 1, Ryan Monahan. Darien, lane number 2, Ritchie. Lane number 3, Ben Bognan. Lane 4 for Darien, Will Moles. Lane 5 for the Rams, Finn Greiner. And lane 6 rounding it out is Brady Sullivan, the sophomore. And we're underway in the 100 breaststroke. It's all about this start here. How far can you get? And look at that, lane number 4, Will Moles, almost halfway down the pool on that start. It makes all the difference when you can get that much of a lead on it. Moles in first. Right behind him is New Canaan's Bognan and Greiner. Bognan coming out of nowhere is going to try to pick up some room. But all 6 swimmers are in this 100-yard breaststroke. Halfway through, Moles controls the lead. Just by 0.6 of a second. Hot on his tail is Ben Bognan. And look out for lane number 6. There's Brady Sullivan, the sophomore. Moles, he'll take his turn. He's going down the final 25. Bognan right behind him. Coming in lane number 5, Finn Greiner. It's all about that final push. Who can get it? Moles. And Bognan. Moles the touch. And Will Moles will win for Darien. Bognan coming in second. 3 seconds behind. Third place goes to lane number 5, Finn Greiner. Fourth place to lane number 6, Brady Sullivan. So Will Moles will take the first win for Darien on the afternoon. It took until the 11th race, but Darien finally will pick up the 6 points in the 100 breaststroke. A big one there for the Wave. Now to our final event, the 400-yard freestyle relay event. Again, this is the final relay on the agenda, so Darien's looking to pick up some last points. I don't think they can quite catch New Canaan, so it might go in as a loss for the Rams, or loss for the Wave, that is. But Darien's still going to look for some championship times, look to pick up some final points here. Looking at the lane assignments, lane number 1 for New Canaan will be Bonhier, Juan, Mueller, and Trying. Lane number 2 for Darien, Gagliardi, Kirby, Rathgeber, Lucas. Lane 3 for New Canaan, Madan, Petushin, Jazel, Mascarenas. Lane number 4, Gortrell, Sedlak, Zalewski, Hagen. Lane number 5, Juan, Ireland, Baines, Bognan. And lane number 6 for Darien, Bender, Hagen, Hoffman, and Colmestead. Don't think I said that right. My apologies. Freshman Phillip, a good swimmer for this New Canaan team. He'll be anchoring lane number 6.